going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and it's that time of the month again. We got V-Jump leaks, which means we got a lot of Dragon Ball gaming news. Now, I need a couple things from you guys. Number one, in the comment section below, let me know what you care about most when it comes down to news between Dokkan, FighterZ, and Xenoverse, or all the above. The reason I'm asking this is because I know there's a diversity on this channel or what content you guys care about the most, and this will kind of help me let me know what the split is looking like. And also, if I remember, I'll put a poll in the top right corner as well that lets you actually choose what you care about the most. So let me know that. Two, can somebody give me a timestamp down below when I start talking about Dokkan, FighterZ, and Xenoverse? That way, people who only care about that kind of news can kind of get right to the spot and to the point of what they're looking for. Let me know down below, and then I'll probably pin the first comment I see. And three, while you're at it, feel free to slap a like in the video just because there's a lot of hype news in today's update from V-Jump. So without further ado, let's talk about Dokkan first. So, Android 21. Kind of saw this coming. I mean, who didn't? Android 21 will be coming to Dokkan Battle, but they haven't really listed any information as far as what she does. All I do know is she does have a transformation mechanic, and she's going to be the Android category leader. As far as what the details are, we'll probably go over that later once they release it. Usually with Dokkan, they like to kind of like give us these teases of what's coming next in Dokkan, but then actually give us details until it's time for them to come out. But all we know is she does transform, because we see her go from, we got the SSR form in the top left corner of the scan, then it becomes TUR, and then from the TUR form, it's got the arrow pointing at the evil form, which just signifies that she transforms at some point. No clue what she does. I assume she probably has some kind of healing mechanic because she is a Majin character, but no clue what the transformation mechanic is going to do. But again, who didn't see Android 21 coming? Now, the big, I guess, talking topic here is going to be the category lead, because unless I'm missing something I don't remember, there's really not that many cool units to use in the Android category. So that makes me think that we're probably going to get an LR cell at some point with the release of this card. Just spitballing completely. I know nothing. This is just kind of theory, but like it kind of makes sense because like they gave us a bunch of free LRs. Well, a bunch of free LRs. They gave us 2 free LRs in the past couple weeks with Metal Cooler Army, and now they're giving us the Journey to the West Goku, which is going to go with the Journey to the West Kid Gohan that we got from Super Battle Road a couple months ago. We got 2 free LRs essentially, which means we're getting to the point where they got to give us another summer LR, and the only thing I can think about to go along with this release would be LR Cell, because again, unless I'm just missing something and I don't remember what is in the Android category, it just doesn't seem that great. Unless you like Android 17 and 18 and Mira, and then I guess the strength cell that we got literally like 2 years ago. So we're overdue for a cell, basically, is what I'm thinking. So I feel like we are going to get like a cell that maybe has like the Cell Juniors or something as part of his, as part of the next Stumble LR. Just a theory. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. The next bit of news, of course, is we got Dragon Ball FighterZ. When the initial list leaked a couple of months ago, they're talking about all the DLC characters coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ. At the top of the list, we had Bardock and Broly. We had Goku and Vegeta, base form. We had Zamasu and Vegito Blue, and then we had Android 17, which I assume is from Dragon Ball Super, and then Cooler, which I'm not sure if that's going to be final form or just his regular 4th form. I assume final form because that's usually what they release when they give us Cooler. But that was the list. And the 2 characters that caused the most controversy in the list were base Goku and base Vegeta, because it's like, why do we have to pay for base characters, especially someone like Saiyan Saga Goku and Saiyan Saga Vegeta, in 2018. That's kind of like the talking subject that I saw within the community. And I gotta say, between the list, these 2 are probably my least most hyped characters that I care about. I mean, Goku has a lot of potential, which I'll talk about here in a couple seconds. But Vegeta, I gotta say, it just falls kind of flat, to be honest. Big shout out to Kenzaro. Here's basically the summary that he got from the scans. The release date is coming between August 1st and August 10th, or I guess early August. Once we get actual confirmation when the actual release is going to be, I'll let you guys know in the future. But for now, that's kind of like the release window, which of course might vary between like Japan and US potentially. I don't really know. Vegeta's basic attacks, or I guess the focus around him, is the Gallic Gun, which can be used in midair, similar to Vegito Blue. And his Galaxy Breaker is basically like a power-up attack, which is kind of similar to Potential Unleash, according to Kenzaro. I don't really know how similar it's going to be, but you can see it on his scans. He's kind of like powering up, and I guess that will do some kind of damage. Now, like I said, Vegeta, Scouter Vegeta, I've never really cared about. He's probably my least favorite variation of Vegeta in the series. I didn't really start becoming a Vegeta fan until like the Namek Saga, where we saw Vegeta basically beating down on everybody when he destroyed the Doria. He took out basically the entire Ginyu Force. Like, Vegeta became a badass to me later. I mean, he was cool in the Saiyan Saga because like here's him fighting Goku and surviving and coming back more and more and more and more and often and often. But like at the same time, he was just, I don't know, he was just missing that big factor to make me like characters in the Dragon Ball universe. I feel like I didn't start becoming a Vegeta fan until after the Namek Saga, once Vegeta came to Earth with everybody, and then he became Super Saiyan later. Like, that's when he became really, really cool to me. But Saiyan Saga Vegeta? Keep it. I'm sorry if you're a fan, but keep it. Now, Kaioken Goku, again, just as controversial as Vegeta because it's just based from Goku. Kaioken Goku looks cool for several reasons. Number one, he does have the Super Spirit Bomb, which you kind of have to give him. If you would give him anything else, that would have been reasons to grab the pitchforks and torches. But the main, gimmick with Goku is this Kaioken, which increases as your team dies. Initially, when it's just you and 3 characters, he just has a Kaioken attack. It's not an install, meaning you can't just transform into it. I might be wrong with that. But according to the scan, he fights with Kaioken, so basically he does super attacks and various combos. He activates a Kaioken to, basically give him that oomph needed to fight against whatever characters he's going against. However, as your team starts falling, it gets stronger. If it's you and one other character left, he has Kaioken times 3, and if it's just him on his own, it's Kaioken times 20. I'm not really sure what kind of damage difference this is going to be, or what kind of strain it actually does to his body, but it sounds like he might be a really good anchor in the end. As far as the Spirit Bomb, all we really know is the fact that and it's a very, very slow attack, and that's about it. I don't really know what that means. I mean, technically, Broly had a really slow level 3, and it still kind of worked, but they specified for like the first time ever that he has a really slow attack, and I don't know if that means you gotta charge it over time and then you can like fire it later or what, but it is going to be the strongest attack in the game, so keep that in mind. The theory I have is maybe he has to have like a charge effect where as Goku fights, he has to keep gathering energy for the Spirit Bomb, which leaves him wide open, and then once he has enough ki, then he can fire the Spirit Bomb. Or maybe what if he's even limited to, he'll charge a Spirit Bomb as like an assist attack, and then once you have enough, ki gathered, then he can fire it. But it does say it's the strongest attack, it's just very, very slow. Kaioken thing I think is really, really cool. Like I said, that's the one thing I was looking forward to with this character. But other than that, that's all that can really be said about these two characters. One thing I have to give ArcSys props for is the fact that they actually use the character designs from the Saiyan Saga. These are not models that were rehashed from within the game. Well, I guess technically they were rehashed. They changed the facial features. If you look at the faces, these are the actual faces from the actual Saiyan Saga, which is really dope. It's a small detail. Most people might not even notice it or even care. But I think that's really, really cool that they went, beyond and gave us that at least. Because, they could have easily just been all like, you know what, let's just reuse the same designs that we already have in the game and call it a day, but they didn't. So that's really, really cool. So between Vegeta and Goku, what do you guys care more about the most about and why? Let me know down below. Again, I know these are very, very controversial characters, and I guess the big debate here is they could have given us anybody else. Instead, they gave us base Goku and base Vegeta. But you guys got to remember that these two characters are iconic. They are iconic. And yes, they should have honestly been in the game already. I'm going to be real with you. But to not have the most iconic forms, well, debatable most iconic forms of Goku and Vegeta in the game, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, again, they should have been in the game since day one. They shouldn't be DLC. This could easily have been like Gogeta and Janemba or somebody else. But it is what it is, I guess. There's always going to be probably a Season 2, which is going to give us other characters that we're already missing. But I don't know. That's all I gotta say about these two characters. Let me know your thoughts down below. And finally, more DLC news for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, if you guys have not been keeping up, yes, Hirano-san came on camera about 2 months ago now talking about that they've been working on addressing the netcode issues as well as releasing more balances and characters in the game. The first character that they revealed last month was Super Baby Vegeta, which surprised a lot of us, but it's finally happening. Super Baby Vegeta, and now they're giving us a second character, which is none other than Kefla herself. Now, as far as what this extra pack means, or what else we can expect, I assume this is going to be a 4-character pack, because the last 2 extra packs consisted of 4 characters each, if I remember correctly. Stuff like giving us Fu, Dabura, Buhan, Ultra Instinct Goku, Jiren, characters like that, Angel 17. I assume that this is going to be a similar path as well, which means we still have probably like 2, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 even characters yet to be revealed. And the question is of every character you can pick from the Dragon Ball universe, whether it be in GT or Super, who would you love to see added in here and why? Let me know down below. I still would love to see Pikkon, I'll be honest with you, because I feel like Pikkon would be really, really cool. On top of that, Dims did just make Pikkon for Dragon Ball Legends when the game first came out. But other than that, the other character I would love to see is God of Destruction Toppo, because that was the first time in the series when they showed Toppo where actually I was like, you know what? His badassery rivals Jiren for the first time. But who would you love to see and why? Let me know down below. But as far as Kefla, all we really know is that she has close and long range attacks, which again makes sense because that's how she fought in the series. She has her signature attack that spawned the greatest Kamehameha in the series. And also according to Kenzaro, he mentioned that if you miss her powerful rush attack, she does that animation where she just like slides on one foot, which I think is kind of cool because that's actually a homage from the show when she did that against Goku initially and started losing that fight against him. So Kefla looks awesome. I don't think we're going to get Caulifla and Kale here because this is the best of both worlds, obviously, and I feel like if we do get Caulifla and Kale, it'll probably be like a DLC, or not even DLC, but like a Xenoverse 3 thing at some point whenever they start working on that game. But hey, I'm satisfied. I'll take my Kefla. I think that's really dope. As far as release information, still not in there yet. Again, at best, maybe end of August. If not, maybe September, because this is kind of a big pack, and it got a large pair of shoes to fill with this update, especially with how they have to fix the netcode, which we still have no idea what that actually means, but they're going to address it. So I feel like at best, we'll get it maybe like between end of August / September-ish. When more information comes about that, as well as more character reveals, I will let you guys know. We'll probably get another character reveal, if not 2, in the next V-Jump. And if we get 2 characters in the next V-Jump, that most likely means that the DLC will be coming out at the end of August. But again, that could change as well, so I have no idea. So I guess keep an eye open for DLC information and release with these characters in the future. But for now, this is all we know. Super Baby Vegeta and Kefla, and then potentially 2 other mystery characters in Extra Pack 3. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's news update. And again, let me know what you care about the most between all the information mentioned in this video, between Dokkan, FighterZ, or Xenoverse, or, you know, if not, maybe all, down below. And again, there's going to be a poll in the top left corner, if I remember to add it in, that says the same question, to ask what people actually like the most. That way I can kind of see what the split is looking like when it comes out to news information. But other than that, that's everything. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Slap a like on it. My name is Rhymestyle. I just hit my desk. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.